The story of Gypsy Rose Blanchard? I don't know. You might have heard of it. You might have watched the show. You might have heard about the show. I hate watching shows and movies because a lot of the times they turn out to be dog shit. So I'm going to review it so you don't got to watch it. Let's get right into it. Basically, this is a one-season Hulu show that is about this little girl here with Gypsy and her mama, Dee Dee. Dee Dee has pretended that her daughter has illnesses, a bunch of illnesses. She's in a wheelchair. She can't walk. So they can get some money out of it. We'll start with the first episode. It's 8 episodes. I'm just going to go in order. The show goes forward and backwards and forward and backwards again. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm just going to go in order how it happened. So I'm going to be honest. I didn't watch the first episode. I didn't watch it. All that happened in the first episode was, so Dee Dee and Gypsy, they moved to Missouri. They moved to Missouri because they moved from Louisiana. Her mom, the actress who plays Dee Dee, has a good Louisiana accent. Gypsy doesn't have a lot of friends because she's in a fucking wheelchair. She's bald because her mom shaves her head because of chemo. They go to the mall and fucking Gypsy steals a necklace. Gypsy steals a necklace from the mall. Their neighbor across the street sees it. We're just going to call her neighbor mom. So neighbor mom sees him steal the thing across the street. She has a little party, a little get-together. Basically befriends neighbor mom, tells her to hush-hush. Gypsy befriends neighbor daughter. So now they're friends. This is, here, I put a little slideshow together. It's just pictures of them looking all nice and stuff. But you see in this picture, Gypsy's getting sick of the shit. And that's what the show's about. At the party, Gypsy's mom has told everybody that Gypsy can't eat sweets. Gypsy ate fucking sweets, and they had to take her to the goddamn hospital. The doctor tells Gypsy that she's not fucking allergic to sugar. So Gypsy can actually walk. So Gypsy starts getting up at night and eating fucking sweets at night, right? She's eating fucking sweets, and that was like the first sign that she found out, holy shit, her mama's lying to her. Her teeth start to fall out. They start to rot. Her medication that she's on some seizure medication, and it makes all her teeth fucking rot out. See right here, all her teeth. She's crying about her fucking teeth. I didn't see this part either. Came in about part way through the second episode. So her teeth all fucked up. She gets new teeth. Whatever the fuck, right? So then the dentist thinks it's funny. The dentist thinks it's a little weird. So they sent CPS to go to the house. And it's just Gypsy and Gypsy's mom in the house, Dee Dee. We're going to call her Gypsy's mom. And CPS comes up knocking on the door. So she takes Gypsy into the fucking bathroom, gives her sleepy baby pills. The pills were labeled sleepy baby. So she gives her some sleepy baby pills. And so by the time CPS comes in, the lady walks around the house and she's like, well, where's Gypsy? So she rolls her out the bathroom. Gypsy's like, well, because she's on sleepy baby pills. Gypsy's mom tells everybody that her brain is not developed past a 7-year-old. If you watch the show, you can obviously tell her brain is developed past 7 years old. So the mom starts bugging out. She's watching from the other room, and she be writing Gypsy prescriptions. So she had to hide the prescription tape, counter, whatever the fuck. And CPS never comes back. They never fucking come back. It's kind of crazy to me because I thought the bitch was onto her. I really did. Go to this costume convention because Gypsy's only really allowed to watch Disney movies and princesses and stuff because Gypsy's mom is trying to keep that, her little girl fucking shit up to par. They're walking around the fucking convention. The mom's yodeling. I guess she could yodel back in the day. I ain't never met no woman from Louisiana that can yodel. And they meet 2 Wolverines. 2 different guys dressed as Wolverine. One of them is an older guy. His name is Scott. So Scott's a little older. He's Wolverine. He's talking to Gypsy, whatever, because her mom leaves her with some lady. I don't fucking know why. But there is a second Wolverine. It's Hank Schrader from Breaking Bad. It's Hank Schrader. He never comes back again in the story. He calls Gypsy's mom a couple times trying to slide because his son passed away. Well, that's it. He doesn't pop up at all anymore. So, and there's a little confusion over Gypsy's age, because the mom's telling everybody she's about 15. But in reality, she's telling everybody she's born in 95. She's really born in 91. So she's saying she's 15. She's actually 18 right now. I think. I don't know. I'm doing quick math.
She's actually 19 and I'm an idiot. I mean, if you couldn't tell by this jumbled up, where the fuck even are we right now? Are you guys lost? 'Cause I am. And I fucking did the video. Back to the video.
Oh, so they meet at the convention, right? Scott picks her up, puts her in the little fake DeLorean. They're all like, she falls for him. Because she's never met a man in her life. She's never really had a love interest. So whatever, she goes home from the convention. Gypsy be stealing money from her mama. Puts it in a bag. So that's her secret money. And they were at the gas station one time. And Gypsy buys some shit. And she buys a phone. She buys a phone. 'Cause she doesn't have a phone. So she buys a phone. She starts texting this guy, Scott. They're Facebooking. She has a secret Facebook. Scott's like shook that she doesn't have a Facebook. She's 19 years old. Whatever. Then they chat like a lot. They're chatting so much over the text message, which I thought was a little fucking weird, because she's 19 at the most. This guy is definitely in his 30s. Whatever. She's texting him, da-da-da-da-da. And then he's like, yeah, I'm in the hospital. So this bitch, fucking Gypsy, she doesn't walk around the house, by the way. She's always in the wheelchair. Always. Except for at night. At night, she gets up and walks around. She sleeps in the bed with her mama. And so, here we go. I think I got another slide of it. So, Gypsy goes to the fucking hospital. She's walking around like a normal person. She's got her wig on. She's got this red wig, because I guess the Wolverine has a red lady girlfriend. I don't fucking know. And I guess she kills the Wolverine. A little foreshadowing, maybe. I don't think so, though. She goes to see him in the hospital. And he's like shook that she can fucking walk. He's shook at how good she looks. I'm thinking, bro, how is this guy not thinking, damn, this bitch is weird? She pulled up to the fucking hospital, da-da-da. She's walking? What the fuck? She goes home with Scott. And she leaves her mom a letter. It's like, hey, I'm running away with da-da-da-da-da. Love, Gypsy, your 19-year-old daughter. So she really gets her. She really gets her. So the mom's bugging out, right? So she's at Scott's house. There's her in the wig at Scott's house, making out. They're making out on the fucking couch. I knew it was going to happen. I told my sister they're going to fuck. Fucking, they're in there kissing and da-da-da. Boom, fucking Gypsy's mom knocking at the door. She found out who it was. She found his house. Knocking at the door. Talking about, oh, you can still be friends with Scott and this, that, and the third. But you need to come home, you know? And Scott's just standing there in the fucking doorway. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Gypsy goes with her mom. I don't know why she goes with her mom. She already told her she's running away. She doesn't run away. She goes back with her mom. And her mom, as soon as they get in the fucking car, yanks that goddamn wig off, reveals her bald-ass fucking head. When they get back to the crib, she knocks on the window, Gypsy's mom, and makes her exit in the wheelchair, walks up, even though she was just standing, arguing with Scott with her mom at Scott's house. And that's the end of the episode. Gypsy's turning 18. Even though whatever the paper said, she's still 18. She's about to turn 18. According to the law. She's trying to get legal guardianship of her. But, so they go to this lawyer, and this lawyer talks to Gypsy. Gypsy ends up ripping this fucking eyeball out of this wabbit here. This stuffed wabbit. Because she's just so stressed. The lawyer's like, well, she seems pretty fucking capable to me. So you're going to have to try something else. Gypsy's mom gets diabetes. She gets diabetes. So she's not doing too hot. While they're at the mall, Gypsy's mom needs to sit down. Gypsy's in her wheelchair. I'm like, I'm going to go get you something. Some pretzels. I don't fucking remember. So she's whoop, 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 wheeling around the fucking mall quick as fuck. She buys a laptop. She says she's buying a laptop for her mom. She buys a fucking laptop, busts it out the package, puts it in the car real quick, and then she comes back. Her mom's all sick, whatever. They go home. So now, the bitch is on the laptop. She's being bad. She's on the laptop all the time. Every night. Every night she's on the laptop. And neighbor's daughter shows her a website, Christian fucking meetmingle.com. I don't goddamn know. She signs her up. She shows her some Christian dating site. So she signs up for the dating site. She also, her mom did buy her a guinea pig. 2 guinea pigs in between these scenes. Thought something would happen to the guinea pigs. She just lets them go at the end of the fucking show. Which pisses me off. How many fucking wild guinea pigs have you seen? Anyway. Now Gypsy's out here fucking on the computer, on the Christian dating website, yada, yada, yada. And it was funny because the first message she opens when she makes a profile, you got 10 messages. So she's all lit, because she was just talking to Scott. I guess she don't talk to Scott no more. They didn't bring him up at all the rest of the fucking show. So I guess Scott was not rocking with it. Smart guy, I would say. She gets the laptop, and she opens messages up. Boom, first message, penis. It was hilarious. She went, oh, closed that motherfucker. But I guess she wasn't too scared of the penis, because she goes back. She finds another guy. His name is Nick. Let's see if I got a picture of Nick in here. Oh, this is Nick. So they just both hit it off the bat. Because Gypsy's never met a guy besides Scott and Penis Guy. So Nick's really nice. So she's loving it. She's loving it. And over time, they just talk on FaceTime like every night. Nick sends her a picture one time of some lady tied up, her titties tied up in some BDSM shit, but wrapped around with a candle sticking out of a JJ. When she saw it, she's like, ooh! She does it a lot. She calls the laptop a lot. I mean, if you can't handle what's on the internet, get off the laptop. That's all I'm saying. They don't really chat about it, but she falls asleep on the ground next to the laptop. So next morning, her mom comes in, sees that she has this fucking laptop, and just goes apeshit bananas. She is destroying the bitch. Gypsy's like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'll buy another one, and I'll keep buying laptops. She's not a baby anymore. That's what she keeps saying when she gets busted for these guys. She's not a baby anymore. That's what she said when she was at Scott's house. Gypsy texts Nick, my mom destroyed my laptop. Nick is letting, I'll protect you. Which the only person that has protected Gypsy her whole life was her mother, because her dad walked out on her. We'll find out that was a lie later on. Spoiler alert, shit. And the episode ends with her fucking flicking the bean on the floor. Oh, by the way, Nick does have an alternate personality. He has multiple personalities. One of them, he thinks he's a 500-year-old vampire. So there's that. Another one is Victor. So Victor's like his bad guy personality. Nick's nice, but Victor, you don't fuck with Victor. And she's doing, this type shit on the fucking FaceTime. They're getting all sexy on the FaceTime all the time. Da-da-da-da. Her mom catches her. She ties her to the bed all the time, which is like a weird thing. I don't know why she ties her to the bed. I don't know what the BDSM has to do with anything, but I thought, her getting tied to the bed would do something. It doesn't fucking matter. Also, Nick loves rocks. It doesn't explain why he likes rocks. He just sees rocks. He's like, oh shit, a rock. He picks it up. It brings him comfort. That never comes up. He picks up so many rocks. I don't know why. Maybe I just didn't look into it deep enough. He loves rocks. You can see her mom, the diabetes, is getting her ass. She's old. She doesn't take care of herself either, because she's a little cuckoo. So they hatch this plan for them to naturally meet. Them all to naturally meet. She buys Nick a bus ticket, Gypsy does, and they're going to see Cinderella. And Nick is supposed to open the door for them when they walk into the theater and be like, oh, a princess never opens her own door. Nick doesn't fucking get there in time. So she's like bugging out inside with her mom. She wants, she wants this to happen. She wants to get saved. That's the main thing she talks about, is getting saved like a fucking, her favorite princess is Rapunzel. She wants to get the fuck away from her evil stepmom, which is how she refers to her at one point. So they're in the fucking movies. And Nick walks in and is just standing there. And her mom's like, what the fuck? So they go to the theater. They walk in. Gypsy's like, oh, what, bitching. Nick comes in and sits behind both of them. And Gypsy's all lit. She's like, yo, what the fuck? Her mom, so they move down. He moves behind them. She's like, what the fuck? Who is this fucking kid in here right now? Nick leaves. Then Gypsy's like, I gotta go pee-pee. And they go in the family bathroom. And they start fucking. They fuck in the bathroom. She's standing up because she can stand. They're fucking in the bathroom. The mom actually walks to the bathroom, looks in the bathroom, sees this lock, and keeps walking. So I think she tied her hands to the bed after this. Because they ran into Nick in the lobby, and Nick was asking, oh, did y'all like the movie? The fucking mom did not like that. Get home. Nick calls her and it's like, I'm in love with Gypsy. I've been in love with Gypsy. Like, we're going to have kids and you're not stopping shit. Do not talk to me, because she called him a pedophile and all this shit in the lobby. And Gypsy's in trouble. She gets tied to the bed again. Just talking again. They're talking on the fucking FaceTime again. They're jerking off. They are jerking off on the FaceTime. So if I was talking to you right now, you would be jerking off and I'd be jerking off, and we'd just be looking at each other. So they start sexy talking about Victor. What would Victor do to protect me? Fucking Gypsy's pushing it. And he's like, don't ask that, because Victor will kill. Victor will do anything. Da-da-da. And they both nut, or at least he nuts, because he's a little freak. She's like, do you think you could actually do something like that? Uh-huh. And he's like, yeah. You have to ask Victor, is what he said. So after the plan didn't go too well, which I don't know why the fuck he called her. That was such a dumb idea, because that was it. After that was it. Gypsy's like, let's kill this bitch. I need Victor. Then she goes to the mall with her mom. She sneaks away, buys a fishing knife, and tells Nick/Victor that you need to come kill my mom while she's here. Oh my god, the door opened. Holy fuck. Yo, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Why would you open the door slowly and scare me? You heard me go, what?
I didn't want to ruin your thing.
You heard me go, what the fuck?
I know, I didn't want
You scared the shit out of me.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, she buys the knife. Now they're on sexy FaceTime with the fucking knife. Like, she's licking it. Oh, can you send me some pictures for motivation? So she's taking pictures of her with the knife. That'll fucking die. So he comes into town, right? He comes into town to kill Gypsy's mom. He gets to the door, knock, knock.
Then he kills Gypsy's mom. You don't get to see it. You know what happens. Gypsy's in the bathroom freaking the fuck out. I didn't explain it well enough here, so that's what this is.
And then they show them traveling back home together, which I guess went horribly. They just showed a little montage, and I thought they were flash forwarding, giving us a little preview. Nick's just stupid. And what you find out is that Nick has a lot of mental issues, if you couldn't pick up on it already. Nick's brain doesn't really develop past like a 14-year-old, which is so funny because, that's what they were saying about Gypsy, was her brain doesn't develop by the time she's 7, but really it's kind of Nick who is, the one with no sense here out of all the people in the show. Pulls up, kills her. Montage. It goes fucking horrible. Nick forgets a bus ticket. It goes trash. They get back to Nick's house in Wisconsin. They think the mom's asking questions, and they're just trying to duck them. They told her she was homeless, like, whatever the fuck. And, they're grocery shopping and they're poor. They think they're going to have this, the idea is she wants this happily ever after princess fucking life. She kills her mom, she runs away, and they think they're about to have it, they're stealing out of the grocery store, eating potatoes, right? And so they get it, they're at Nick's house with Nick's parents. And she sees that Nick's parents don't really take care of Nick like they took care of her. And you can kind of start to see the regret set in. What's interesting about it is for a lot leading up to this part in the movie, Gypsy wants to be independent. She wants to be her own person. She wants to break free from her mother and just live. She's starting to regret it because she sees Nick ain't taking care of her. Nick can't take care of himself. They go in his room. His room's all fucking messy. Looks like my room, but there's a green screen in here. So you don't know. They had mailed the knife from Missouri or wherever the fuck she's from to Nick's house. And Nick's dad's like, hey, we got a package. And so she's like, motherfucker, we gotta go bury this. We gotta go throw it in the lake, like you said. And Nick's like, but it's chicken night. His mom got KFC. He goes, we can do it tomorrow. And they're fucking idiots. They're idiots. I think she's realizing Nick is an idiot. And her fairy tale is falling apart. She starts freaking out. And nobody's found her body yet. So, they go on Facebook. And D-Gyp is, her mom and Gypsy's Facebook account. So they're on this Facebook account and they type, DD is dead. And people are starting to go like, what the fuck? They're both trying to talk through, sitting, planning at this computer right here in this scene. They're like, oh, what would Victor type? What would a real murderer type? And they don't think it's enough. So then they type, killed, I guess it was supposed to make it look like they broke into her house. Oh, I killed that fucking bitch and raped her innocent little daughter. Alright? Fucking Nick is like, did you turn the location off when you posted it? Fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. And it's not like this is 1995. This is 2015. This is 2015. Like, come on. They make the post. Fucking the neighbors go across the street where she used to live, where her mom's dead at, and they call the police. Because they can't get in. They haven't heard from her. Call the police. They see a dead body, and then they find the Facebook post, and then they roll the fuck up on him at Nick's house, all the way in Wisconsin. And they're hiding in the closet. They're not like, let's get rid of the knife. Let's hide in the closet. Talking about some Bonnie and Clyde shit. That's what's his name was saying, Nick. Nick's like, I'm gonna protect you, Bonnie and Clyde, gotta fucking die. Well, they get arrested. Ba-bam! Ba-bam! There's Nick, arrested. And then there's D right here. Or not D, fucking, whatever the hoe's name is. Gypsy. So here's Nick and Gypsy right here. They're fucking, so they're in jail now. And they're at the same jail for a while. Nick walks up to the fence when they're walking the women out. And she's like, oh yeah, I can tell you how Bonnie and Clyde ends. Because she asked. And he goes, they both died. And she's like, I don't want to die. So she starts talking to her lawyer, like, hey, what are they going to think? Motherfucker, they think you're a cold-blooded killer. Dad comes and this is all her medical records, because she calls her dad, brings all these medical records and this candy, because she loved candy. Remember, her mom said she couldn't eat sugar. Her mom was just straight lying and shit all the time. And that's what it said in these documents, saying she had leukemia when she was 3, and she couldn't walk at a certain point, da-da-da-da-da, and their dad's like, oh yeah, all this was fake. She thought the dad had dipped out on them, but really the mom wouldn't let them see the dad. She gets her trial separated, so her and Nicholas are not, co-defendants anymore. Totally separate. Walk out the court, they take her back to her cell. She leans on this woman in the cell. I thought it was maybe her girlfriend in jail. It's her fucking dead mom. And that's it.
My final review on the act. I've edited the whole video up until this point, so I've had a lot of time to think about the show since then. I recorded this directly after I watched it for 6.5 hours straight. Do I think it's a good show? It was alright. Do I think it was worth watching? I'm going to say no, because I made this video. My biggest problem is that I think the tension gets killed because if you know the story, obviously you know she kills her mom, but they do it right at the beginning. So you know it's coming. So it's coming at some point. And the build up to that is pretty good, but I think it slows down kind of in the middle. I feel like they had a lot of excess stuff that they didn't need to have in there. And you did not ever see Nick or Victor, whatever we want to call it, kill her mother, which I thought kind of sucked. They did a couple scenes where when she was in the bathroom, when he was killing her, she's freaking out, grabbing her head, whatever. And she kept seeing this painting of a lighthouse over their bathtub. And that would flash up a lot in the show, especially after she left. It was in a little montage of, when they were fucking up on the trip to Nick's house. It was a good show. I'm not knocking the fucking show, but I made the video. I don't think it's really worth watching. I think what's more interesting than the show is just researching the actual case. You can go watch the police interviews from Gypsy. You can watch them from Nick. And Nick's mother were the ones that I watched. Very interesting stuff. So that's what I would recommend. If you're interested in this, don't watch a TV show. I just explained the whole fucking thing. You're not missing a lot. It's more interesting. The case is obviously more interesting anyway. In the show, they talk about Nick had a little mishap with the police. They did a scene in the show where it was Nick's interview. And in Nick's police interview, they talk about he hasn't had any run-in with the law besides the McDonald's incident. You don't know about the McDonald's incident unless you research it. And what happened is he was at McDonald's for 9 hours straight whacking off. How do you not catch him after like hour 3? What I don't understand. Final thoughts. It was a decent show, I think. Final thoughts. It was a decent show. If you're interested in it, go look up the case. Don't watch a show. If you made it this far, I want to thank you. I've never done a video like this. I just watch videos like it on YouTube. That's why I don't watch movies. So then when I watched this whole thing, I was like, I have to do something with this. So I decided to make the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to do more. Sorry, like a lot. I watched this shit for 6 hours straight and then talked about it for like an hour. So what do you want from me? Anyway, thank you guys. Oh, she's also getting out of jail in a couple days. Maybe she'll make the news. She said she wanted to meet Taylor Swift. Lady's definitely still crazy. All right. Take it easy.